Hello everybody and welcome to Teens Cook. My name is Shaylee and today we're going to make some vegetarian chili. Just so you guys know, I actually had never made chili before, not even non-vegetarian chili, so this was a really fun experience for me. And I'm excited for you guys to join in. So this recipe is inspired by a recipe I found online. It's vegetarian chili by The Endless Meal, so I will post a link for that if you guys are interested. However, I did make some changes to my recipe here. For your ingredients, there's a few things you want to go ahead and have on hand. You want to go ahead and have oil, salt, pepper to taste. On top of that, you want to go ahead and have some frozen corn. Now, the recipe that I used required 2 cups of frozen corn. I went ahead and actually used just 1 bag of frozen corn. You'll see 2 bags here. You can add 2 bags or a little over a bag and measure it to be 2 cups, but I felt like the 1 pack of frozen corn was enough for my chili. You'll also want to have 2 sticks of celery. The original recipe called for 3, but I wanted to go ahead and go with 2 and not have too much celery. Next, you will want to have 2 peppers. I chose to have 1 red pepper and 1 green pepper. You will also want to have 2 15-ounce cans of beans. You can choose whichever beans you like. I chose to have light red kidney beans and black beans because I really love black beans. But if you want to do dark red kidney beans, pinto beans, any kind of beans are fine. Here I have a can of whole peeled tomatoes. It is 28-ounce can. And I have a 28-ounce can of crushed peeled tomatoes. I did this a little differently from the original recipe as well, which called for 2 28-ounce cans of whole tomatoes and their juice. You're supposed to mash them later on, and I wanted to go ahead and try the crushed tomatoes. I think it worked out really well to try to use the whole and the crushed tomatoes because only using the whole tomatoes was just too much work trying to mash them up. You will also need to have crushed red pepper. This will change the spiciness of your chili. So the more red pepper we end up using, the hotter it will be. Next, you will want to have chili powder on hand. Also not included in this photo is cumin and oregano, which I ended up adding to my chili last minute. You will also need 1 large white onion, 4 cloves of garlic, and 2 medium-sized carrots. You'll want to start by dicing your onion, the whole entire onion, and putting it to the side. Then you'll want to go ahead and mince your garlic. You'll be using your onions and your garlic first, but I went ahead and started chopping my other vegetables and put them to the side. So you want to go ahead and dice all of your vegetables, your carrots, your peppers, and go ahead and put those to the side. You'll want to go ahead and have a saucepan out. As you can see, I got about a medium-sized saucepan, but in the middle of cooking, I actually had to switch it to a very, very large saucepan because this does make 6 servings of chili. So go ahead and get yourself out a very large saucepan. We're going to go ahead and put in 2 tablespoons of oil into our saucepan on medium-high, and we're going to saute our onions for about 3 minutes. Once those 3 minutes are up, we're going to add garlic and saute for 1 minute. After that minute is up, go ahead and add chili powder. So it is recommended to use 1 to 3 tablespoons of the chili powder, and then go ahead and use about 2 tablespoons of cumin and 1 teaspoon of oregano. I used way more oregano in this than I even needed. So if you do toss in some extra oregano, it won't hurt. And then for your chili flakes, go ahead and toss in about 1/4 to 2 teaspoons of chili flakes. Next, you'll want to go ahead and add in all of your vegetables and go ahead and let them cook for about 20 minutes, and we'll wait until we can add our tomatoes. Once our vegetables have softened, we can go ahead and add in our cans of tomatoes. You'll want to go ahead and mash up your tomatoes if you use the peeled whole tomatoes, and then you'll get some nice tomato chunks in there. After that, you can go ahead and add in your corn and wait until that cooks. Meanwhile, you want to go ahead and drain and rinse out the beans that you have. We'll go ahead and toss in our beans next. You'll want to keep your pot down on low while the beans and the corn are cooking. And you want to go ahead and keep checking back and stirring until the beans and the corn are thoroughly cooked and the corn's no longer cold. And once you have that, you have 6 whole servings of some vegetarian chili. Thank you guys so much for listening and cooking chili with me today, and I will see you guys next time.